Alright, let's get it going. Nova, how's it going? I'm glad you're here first, because I have some bad news. Um, as soon as OBS decides it wants to play nice. Come on, OBS. There you go. Excellent. Yeah, I put the flags in the flag folder, and they are not showing up in conformal decals. Let's just have a quick look-see here. Select flag, yeah. Nope, 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 nope. Ah. Yeah, so I wondered if the conformal decal stuff needed to be added to like a registry list. And if maybe they don't from this window, but yeah, this looks interesting. Nah, it should just be drag and drop. Okay, well, originally the files were in WebP, and I saved them as PNG, so there might be a formatting issue there. But not for which that I'm going to reboot the game today, unfortunately. But I promise you I will get these working. I don't want to talk about it too much, because I don't want to spoil the surprise. But yeah, I had finals this week, so I had like no time to actually dedicate to trying to figure this out. Discord converted them. Yeah, it could be. Next week we'll get them. Indeed, next week I promise you, we will get them. All right. Let me hit can. Well, hold on a second here, because I think we got the infrared contract completed. We've got gravimetric out there still, which we've got it collected. There's just something on there holding up the transmission of such. But I think we have another thing built there. Magnetometry, we've got that out there. That should be collecting. And then Cherenkov. I'm going to butcher that, and it's going to be bad. Detector, which I believe is in our build list. So we don't really have a use for this infrared detector unless we want to make it a magnetometry satellite. Mr. Mark, huzzah, good to see you, and thanks for coming. See you next time, I suppose. But we do need to decide or start thinking about what we're going to do for our next program steps. We've got some research coming down the pipe, and we are done with our first crude orbital thing. Man, I think I'm gonna go ahead and should I do magnetometry? Magnetic scan from low Earth orbit, 75% of magnetic scan science from high Earth orbit. Yeah, that's the one that's being held up, honestly. And I really wonder if we can edit this to do the Cherchenkov faster. Nope, cancel. It's not what I wanted to do. I want to go to open. Oh yeah, it is what I wanted to do. Don't save, because I didn't make any changes. I'm pretty much nailed Cherenkov there. Okay, well, it's just too close to something else that sounds like something else. Magnetic boogie. I think Oops 2.1 was probably our Cherchenkov detector. Or man, I'm wondering if we should do the magnetic scan and load up the magnetic. Well, let's load up Oops 2.1, and if we want to put a magnetic scanner on it, we can. Because this is the one that I'm pretty sure, yeah, it has the boost up stage. Yep, and is the real basic B of a satellite. I think honestly we can. Yep, and that has already been updated to the 109, so I think margin is not really our problem here. If that one's been updated, then this one down here has definitely been updated. Let's see what's on board here. Yeah, the Cherchenkov detector. You know what? We're going to high space. Let's check our requirements here. Periapsis between 2 and 5. And I think on our magnetometry, we already satisfy the orbital requirements. So we just need to get some stuff from high Earth orbit. And so I'm wondering if maybe we just throw a magnetometer on there and ride with our margins and see what happens. We'll probably have to run a sim just to make sure that we can still get there. Orbital perturbation, infrared radiometer, micrometeorite, mass spec, mag 1. Here we go. Oh gosh, that thing weighs 15 kilograms? Okay. Yeah, or this thing weighs 550 grams. Wow, that really butchered our delta V's, but I think we can still pull it off. Let's pull this apart real quick and suss out how we're doing for avionics, because I do believe this thing was dialed in pretty dang close. So, alright, vessel mass is 0.194. We are avionics for, let's get this out of the way, 167. Yeah, we're gonna have to go a little bit bigger, and we're definitely gonna up the gain on our antenna, so let's shoot for 2. Let's just drop that up to 0.8. There we go. Let's see what kind of gain we're getting on this part. No, comms. Yeah, upgraded to Tech 3. We're going to leave it on UHF band for now because that just has a wider, I don't know, cone range or whatever. But yeah, we got some comm stuff. Tech level improvements. That's the word I'm looking for. So let's go to Earth and distance minimum. We'll just say 495,000 kilometers, and distance max, let's put that at megameters and say 75. Hit plan. Okay. Well, I didn't see that one coming, but yeah, we're only at 10 dB. Really, no connection at minimum. Oh yeah. Well, let's just say 495 kilometers. There we go. There's a connection. 3 dB gain, I'll take it. Oh, that puts our vessel mass over. Good job. Way to go, Cosmo. Let's check power draw just to make sure. Oh yeah, 59 days. If we're in optimal, it's perpetual, but that's our experiment's not running. And does that look off-center to you? That looks off-center to me. Lock to 90, drag you in, and go up a smidge. I should have turned on both the experiments, but you know what? Let's go whole hog here. Give it double what it's drawing with avionics turned on. 221. Good thing we got room here. 2.2. Let's go 2.3. 0.795 just to give us a baseline to articulate the slider, shall we? Yeah, we're 219. Oh wow, that went up. 220. Why did that go up? That's interesting. I love when things get adjusted for me. I wonder how much of our margin I have just brutally massacred. 9.2. I want it to have some battery so that we can mission planning could deal with that, but you know what, let's take it up just a little bit more, give it a touch more battery. That's why you should always leave larger margins for your avionics. Fair enough. Good advice. And let's recenter this thing since it's off kilter again. Oh, now it's blocking our RCS. And I can't zoom in any further. We're going to have to scooch you up a bit so that I can scoot the RCS thrusters above the panel. We'll just give them a full 2 notches for now. Set you back into place. And then set you guys down. Looks like we're going to have to inch them out on the sides here. Yeah, that is lined up. It just doesn't quite look it. Okie doke. Oh gosh, they're not even all the way down. Way to go. My perception is horrible. So yeah, I had a 27-inch monitor. It failed this week. whilst I was prepping for finals. Hello, Florian. Good to see you. Welcome. And so my 24-inch secondary monitor is now my primary, and I hate my life. Like all of it. And we're down to 2.01. Let's drop this down a bunch. 2.02. Take the extra battery on board. Save. So reassemble. We're going to have to check the upper stage, or the transfer stage here for avionics, because that's the last thing we need, is not being able to control that. But hopefully we have the margin to do it. Oh, seriously, Cosmo? Let's remove that offset angle so those aren't clipping through our Vignette engines. Drop you down a bit. Now we should be able to see the decoupler. There it is. 24-inch. What is this? A monitor for ants? Quality Archer reference. I love it. Alright, 1.136. And we are dialed in for 1.125. So, no, an avionics utilization is maxed out. So we'll drop that down. Shnikes, 1.13. Let's shoot for 3.7, 3.8-ish, because we're going to need a little bit extra oomph there. Ooh, 1.136. Oh, buddy. Don't you love it when you get it right on the first guess? We're totally not going to have avionics control, are we? Let's see what this says. Oh, that's tooling. I don't want tooling. I want avionics. Insufficient avionics. God damn it. And we're at 100%, so we gotta scooch that down just a smidgen. Go up to 1.37, and then walk this back up. Oh, overdid it. 1.141, 1.14. 1.137, so let's see if we can't just dial that in near exact. We'll leave the margin. We'll just leave it. It is what it is, and we are where we are. Everything's gonna be fine. 2755 plus whatever's in our stage. We'll see what happens here. Boink, plop you on, and get you tucked back in. Let's see if we can launch to our appropriate altitude. Snuggle these right up to there. We're just going to run a quick sim with this thing. Save. Oh, I saved over the thing I shouldn't have saved over. We still clear here? Oh, nope. We're going to smash that panel if we do it like this. Crap. Cannot tell if, yeah, we're clipping there at the corners. See it right here? So we gotta go way bigger on this fairing. Dang it. Tried to maximize for power, and it turns out I'm just going to break my solar panel on staging, which is going to cost us so much Delta V. Alright, well, you know what? We'll see what happens. And boink. And let's put you away. I said put you away. Put these in their appropriate stage. That should be Elledge ring sep. Good. Boom, 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 boom. Sweet. Save. 57%. It'll only take 31 days, and that's without having tooled anything. Losing the solar panel will save you Delta V. You're not wrong. 100% not incorrect. I wonder if we have an eccentricity requirement on the Jujankov. You know, if I can see it, then I can say it. Need a speak and spell. Let's check the parameters here. Nope. 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 Alright. So periapsis between 2 and 5, eccentricity above 0.75. So the lower we launch, the better off we will be. So as long as we can work that out, let's just launch to a straight 200-kilometer circular orbit and see what we can pull off from there. Yep. 200 at, oh, should we go polar? Now let's see what our margins look like after doing this. All right, staging is in order. Engage autopilot and ignition. Do I have volume? Yes, I do. Do y'all have volume? Would appear that way. Fantastic. Viz warp. Let's go. All right. Ooh, the QA limit got changed. That's not good. 1600, please don't do that. PVG after stage. Let's fix that. Apparently that shouldn't be a thing. I have been advised. I don't know if it's inadvisable to be advised that way, but here we are. And honestly, if we don't quite make it to orbit before we light the upper stage, it's not the end of the world, I guess. We just have to deactivate ascent guidance and aim down the prograde vector and burn for broke and see what happens that way. Yeah, meh. Ugh. I'm like leaning forward and squinting. This is terrible. So yeah, I'm currently trying to source a used 27 or better inch monitor on the Faceplace marketplace. Just, you know, considering it's the holiday season and I'm pretty broke, it's not going very well. But here we are. Finally dipping your toes properly into LCnP. In 4 orbital attempts, you've had 4 successes. Whoa. You know, what gifts did you send to Agathorn? I need to know. I love the punch in the face ullage ring. And no kick flips. Looking pretty good. Avionics checked out. I forgot to... Maybe if this stage was overly optimized, that we might have to check for that. But yeah, again, Nova, what did you do? You passed the if Cosmo check. That's what happened. We still got 224 meters per second of margin on the board. If that holds true, then a polar launch is probably within our grasp. And that's pretty cool. Wouldn't mind putting it polar. I don't know if it even matters if either of these experiments are biome specific or not. Bearings clearing away. Where are we in relation to the sun? Okay, man, bummer. I think when we actually fly this mission, we want our orbital insertion point to be, well, where we kick our boost up stage burn, we want to be at night so that the probe spends the least amount of, like, we want the lowest point in our orbit to be on the nighttime side of Earth so that we spend the least amount of time shrouded in darkness. Just to, I don't know, maybe we can dial back that solar panel a little bit if that's the case. Alright, sorry, I had an itch on my cheek and the microphone was kind of in the way. Didn't want y'all to have to listen to that, but now I'm going to furiously adjust my headband and make all kinds of noises. Which obviously will be better if I just talk through it, right? Okay. So how much we got left on this burn? About another minute? Oh yeah, we should be in Fizz warp. Duh. We got about another minute before sausage deployment. I'll say, yeah, man, what's the medial difference between launching straight down the 90 vector and going polar? I want to say 200 meters per second would not quite be the difference, but I could be wrong here, and I know y'all tend to know a lot more about this stuff than I do, so please do enlighten me. But margin looking pretty good. Oh, man, kind of, well, we were in Fizz warp, so no wonder we had a pretty bad deployment on Le Sausage. Still holding true right down the vector. Looking pretty good. Yep. Margin still coming up at about 175 some odd meters per second. 23 seconds left to burn on this stage. Yep, kicks us out of Fizz Warp intentionally, automatically. Let's Cherenkov detector. Unmet requirements. Oh, I guess that's going to require us to be at high eccentricity, or maybe we should look into that. All right. Auto ascent, you can go away. Stage it. Patunk. Ullage, and hold prograde, please, and ignition. Let's see how high we can get on this. A little more than 200 difference, especially for sun synchronous. Okay, a little more than 200, so we would be just a little under those requirements. I don't know, if we took the time to re-optimize, it's a possibility, but let's see what unmet requirements for our... Yep, it's running now. Okay, that's interesting. I guess you just have to have at least some eccentricity, perhaps. We are looking for... The eccentricity we need is a minimum, right? 75%. Okay. Great. Perfect. I have no idea what our orbital requirements are. It's checking for stable orbit, so we've met the requirements already. That's nice. Okay then. We'll just roll with that. Why is our... Oh, because our thrusters are burning. RCS to disarm. Stage it. Activate avionics. Advanced. Sun and down. Let it spin, let it spin. Save the fuel. And execute. Can always do what you do now. If you insert directly into the target orbit, there's no need for stage 2 to reach orbit. Indeed. Oh, it helps if you turn your RCS back on, I suppose. Oh gosh, we still don't have avionics, do we? We should. We dialed this in. Oh, execute, maybe? Fizz warp around, pop that back out. Does it say avionics? Unlocking controls. Why is no RCS port firing? Oh. Helps if you stage them in, right? No need. Yeah. No need for stage 2 to reach orbit. So yeah, we could just set our orbital parameters, but I don't know what apogee we'd be capable of, especially if our upper stage... Well, I guess we could probably math it and figure it out, but I'm not entirely sure. Gravimetric satellite, that's not... Yeah, that, magnetometry, 75% of magnetic scan science from high Earth orbit. So I'm hoping we can get to high Earth orbit. That will radio something in. If I just made all these modifications for absolutely no reason, I'm going to be a little irate. Let's get you angled to the sun, please. So I can shut down the avionics, save the batteries, and move on with my life. Looks good. RCS to disarm, avionics to shut down, and go. Let's wait until we're high space and see what happens. Yes, we know. Oops, 2 probe is not something or other. Yes, we don't care. And now we're in high space. Magnetic scan is running. Oh, we've only got 3.9 of 8.3. That's interesting. So hopefully this will clear all that up for us. 75% of magnetic scan science from high Earth orbit. We got to spend 15 days up here, so... Boom, boom. What happened? Lux fell batteries. Yeah, we don't care about that either. Okay, so it's going to take a few passes for this to figure itself out. Okay. No, I don't care. But we've got comms the whole way through, so I just want to see if we can check that off at some point. 8.3, hey, magnetometry satellite. That will, in fact, take care of that. 35 days or so, we'll know about the Cherchenkov detection. 75% of Cherchenkov science from high Earth orbit. Wow. That is a lot of days for not a lot of payoff, but the payload looks pretty good. So revert to the VAB. Let's tool what we need to tool and get this thing off the pad. If we can take care of that with this, then we've got two Cherenkov detectors in the hopper that we won't exactly need. So, all right, and yeah, avionics. We want to tool those because it's always worth it to tool avionics. Purchase tooling brings our rocket cost down to something that we have, and it will, wow, we'll have this ready in 1 week. It is not Infra Bravo, however, it is Magchenko 1. Save and save edits. Wait, did I misread 5 hours as 5 days? Distinct possibility there, but estimated -16. I don't understand. Oh yeah, 5 hours. Hey, look at that. Ding. Start the rollout. What else do we have coming down the hopper? Oh, we are... Oh yeah, we're not building anything at 101 because that's our crude tower, and we've got nothing really to do there just yet. 2 lunar landers, neither of which will be ready before 1964. That's cool. Kind of a bummer, but okay. Program. No, I guess we were going to write out the rest of the year on the funding from our other one. So let's go ahead and get this done and knocked out. Let it start doing its thing. All right, and launch, I suppose. Let's do the exact same thing we just did, but for real this time. Do we have science to spend? Yeah, I was going to make a bunch of improvements, and I had so many goals this week on things I was going to try to like work on to get stuff done, and did exactly none of it. All right, yeah, 200, QA limit at 16. We are not PVG after stage. Staging appears to be in order, so let's go. Engage autopilot and ignition. Green on the board. 108 is running. Clamps off. We are skyward bound. Alright, so I know I'm like at least half a decade behind the curve on this, but I just started watching For All Mankind. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. It's very drama-rich, spaceflight light. But I will say that it continues the trend of if you need a car that needs to be from the future in your show, no matter the time period, Ford Probe is your choice. So, what's his guy's name, the liaison, talking about his electric car, do 60 miles an hour and have a 60-mile range, was a second gen Ford Probe GT. It made me very happy to see that little car there, because that's the nerd that I am. Oh, that was an interesting tip. What happened? I guess we're just beyond the QA limits, and now we're doing much better guidance as we're coming up here on booster SEP. You didn't kickflip last time, so please don't kickflip this time, buddy boy. And also, Kiddo may have drawn on this monitor with a red pen. I don't know if I can get it off. Stage set, ignition. Ullage. No kickflips. Hallelujah. Right. So also, I should mention that Ford probes were used as future cars in RoboCop 2 and Back to the Future 2. FYI. I know everybody was super curious to know that, but there you go. Alright, RDO 109 is running. We're collecting lots of great data. Fairing SEP cleaning away. Solar panel's not broken, right? Okay, good. Thank goodness. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm extra dumb. Well, based on our path here, it looks like most of our orbit, the long part of our orbit, will be below the southern hemisphere of Earth and in daylight. I should have launched at I should have launched at dusk, so we could launch into the night and have our apogee be at nighttime. Just like all that planning that I talked about and have now completely forgotten about nigh 5 minutes later. Way to go, Cosmo. Doing great. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll keep one of the backup Cherenkov detectors building just in case this one doesn't survive for 45 days. Doesn't look like we need too many more days to go on the magnetometry experiment. Magnetometer. So we'll at least have that going for us. Alright, one more minute. Yeah, phys warp. Let's do work. Big empty hole on my desk makes me sad. Alright, 20 seconds to sausage deployment. Two, one, bring it out of phys warp for staging. There they go, clearing away. Perfect SEP. Moving on with our day. Sorry about that. Alright, 15 seconds to second stage cutoff. I'm half tempted to take the lap. CS to arm, ascent guidance, go away. Nope. Oh, it's going to be a pretty long lap, honestly. I think, realistically, we should just go for it, right? It's not that bad. Patunk. Alright. Aim to prograde, please. Ullage. Our second 109 and ignition in 3, 2, 1. Whew. Good light on the 0109 again, thank goodness. Finally getting some reliability out of this poor thing. Let's kick on the experiments. That one's running. Magnetic scan. Let's kick you on as well. Alright, 19 more seconds. Let's see what kind of apogee we get up to. It does have to be high space, so we're looking above 32 million. Honestly, the higher above that we can go, the better. So maybe we give it a little extra bump from our propellant tanks here just to make sure. The longer we spend in high space, the better. So let's fold that all into one stage and give it... Oh, let's kick on our avionics. Kick. Hey, where are you going there, bud? Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, bring it back a little bit to prograde. That'd be great. Please and thank you. Let's check our contract requirements. No. Working on that. Magnetometry, drink off, checking orbital. Yep, that counter is countering. Let's give this a little bump. We'll fizz warp through it. We got a little bit to go. I know. Not exactly super efficient, but at this point we got the margins, so why not just work with it, I guess. Shut it down. Alright, let's get angled in. Down, execute. Maybe we'll do another little bump when we come back to our periapsis, just to maintain some semblance of professionalism and efficiency, right? How's our orbital track looking? The sun over there, wow, yeah, looks like, I mean, for a while at least, we might spend none time in darkness, and that would be good for us, probably. We'll check as soon as the satellite is aligned. Yeah, nah, maybe we just leave it alone. Man, we could knock this out so much faster if we bump that apogee up another 100 meters per second. Alright, shut down the avionics. Okay, yeah, we know that. We know that. More warnings about other things running out of batteries. Whoop, there's our transition. And periapsis 19 hours. Did we? Yeah, okay. Golly. Huh. We are in daylight the whole time. I wonder how long that's gonna. Oh, jeez. Okay. Hey, I didn't. Yeah, I did screw it up pretty bad. That's okay. We're gonna come back around and slow it down. We're gonna bump up our apogee by just a smidge. Man, we really get some speed coming across this. Nope, wrong button. Shut that down. How long? 8 minutes. Activate avionics. Orbit angle to prograde, please. Let's see, we got 2 minutes 37 fuel. I want to use maybe half of it. So we'll just start at a minute out. That gives us a 2-minute burn. That leaves us 37 seconds of fuel, which should be enough to reorient, provided, of course, that our Delta V readout is accurate, which, I'm going to be real honest with you, it very, very rarely is accurate. So maybe we start at about 35 seconds, give or take. Since we're done angling in here. Alright, looks like we're locked in. Let's speed through this minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, bring it out of 1, 46 seconds. Oh yeah, adjust your angle quickly, quickly. As soon as you're in there somewhere, I'm gonna hit the button. Good enough, let's go. Good light on our thruster, obviously. That was really don't have a failure, so we got that going for us. Fizz warp through some of this. We can, I don't even know what we've got other to do today. Maybe we'll get around to attempting the lunar landing thing again. Or a period more than a day, that's good. Yeah, shut it down. That's about a full minute's burn. So back to advance, sundown, execute. Thank you. I do want to check and see how much of our magnetic scan from high Earth orbit we've got, and what our delay up there looks like. Like, how long are we in high space? And give us a kind of an indication on how many orbits it's going to be before we knock that contract out, and we can just check that box and move on with our day. Because I think magnetometry, gravimetric, and Cherenkov detection are the last three we've got on that program before we can close it up and move on. But I think the funding on there is still good for quite a while. All right, looks like we're locked in here, so let's shut down the avionics, kill RCS. Excuse. And time warp until magnetic scan goes hot. Apparently that's going to be a while. Mm, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30, 1, 2, bang. Nope, not quite. When does it change over? I thought it was 32. Maybe it's 34. 34,000 K. Meh. All right. Ding. Nope. 36K. Nope. Somewhere in between. Okay, so we got 11 days of data left to gather there. 11 days, 7 hours. How much do we get before it turns off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's sped up for quite a bit. I wonder what. Oh, okay. Whoosh. I guess we'll just hang out for a little bit and see how it goes, right? I mean, we got full sun, pretty good orbital path. Hey, video imaging moon space low, Mare Crisium. So we're getting, at least our lunar orbiters are doing something successful. Hey, magnetometry satellite, the box has been checked. Yay, contract complete. Booyah. All right. That's awesome. Oop, not the button I meant to hit. I meant to hit this one because I need to go refill my water. I wanted to find the Earth so we could at least enjoy some of the view here. I am going to speed up the fizz warp a bit. This will be making a pass. I'll be back in like 1 minute, y'all, so bear with me here. Alright, I have returned, y'all. Fun with Earth orbit stats. Oh, Earth orbit stats are always fun. Well, we got the magnetometry contract to complete, and the Cherenkov detection is in progress, so we should have that in, I don't know, a while. But we'll be getting some more science from that a little later. This little guy is hopefully going to just kick it up here and do his job, so we can go back to the Space Center and, I don't know, figure out what we're doing next. I have a feeling it's probably going to be uh, making attempts at lunar landers, but we're going to round out the rest of the year. We're probably going to change up our programs and decide what we're doing next, but I was really hoping that we could polish off, what program is it? Early Earth observation satellites. Oh, wait, man, next year that funding gets pretty good. But yeah, we've just got the Cherenkov detection left, which is in progress right now. I wish I could see how much funding I was going to get next year, but all right. Total funds 672. Funds paid out 300. So they've 300 grand left to come in on the books. Crewed orbit, we're done. The funding is going to start tapering. They've paid us 1.15. We got a total of 1.5 coming in, so that's like 400 grand left to come in. So whatever program we take to replace crewed orbit, we want something that's going to give us more than 400 grand in that first year, I guess. If you can cut some weight on the lander design, it's got a couple of weeks ago, should have plentiful margins. I'll say I made some updates to it. I did cut some weight. We do have advancements in solar panel tech and comms tech to apply to it yet, so I think the margins are definitely there, which I imagine you'll need given the fun with MechJeb's lies. Yeah, damn MechJeb, your damn lies. Alright, so I think we might want to do advanced crewed orbit. That funding curve is fun. EVA, rendezvous, docking, astronaut complex to level 4. So we need to unlock the Gemini capsule to do that. 477 on the first one for fast. We can't do breakneck, and that's 1, 2, 4 years. Not bad. And I assume this takes, this takes 3 slots. How much does crewed orbit take? Okay, 3. So if we axe this one and pick up advanced crewed orbit, our slots stay the same, and our funding doesn't. We'll take a little bit of a hit, but it'll get better. And then early interplanet probes, of course, is the other thing I want. Takes 2 slots, same as early Earth observation. The funding curve here, though, is weird, is it ramps the hell up. And I guess this is all your building and tech investment costs and building launch pads, and then it just kind of trickles out saying like, all right, you've got all the tech, now hit your launch windows. So everything after like year 2 should be considered funds just for building rockets, which is, hey, fine, but we're still waiting on that to check off, so we'll let this ride until it does, and then we're good. But I think we'll go ahead and turn this one in, collect the bump. Reward 283. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, but boom. And then we'll pick up advanced crewed orbit, unless we really want to. I really do not like doing comsat stuff. We'll go ahead and pick that one up. 12, 232. Yeah, we've got it. So, Cha-ching. Alright, let's make sure that we are going to unlock Gemini at some point. Dracul, how's it going? Hello, hello. Is this a raid? Did I miss a notification? I don't know if I did. I'm down to 2 screens, so I can't see half of the stuff I really wanted to. But glad to see you here, as always. 45. We're just a few science points shy of being able to pick that one up. So I guess that's a hurry up and wait kind of situation, because we're getting science radioed in from the moon all the time, so good for us, I suppose. We'll probably let these 2 just go into storage, because we're not going to need them probably for a while. And our lunar landers will be done soon-ish. Can we up the rate? Are we stocked on engineers? Yep. That is operating at full capacity currently. Their efficiency is going to go up anyway. So, but our daily sucks. So we're not going to hire any engineers or any researchers right now. And yeah, really nothing left to do for another month or two, except watch our funding completely tank. Oh, I know what we can do. Make sure that the updates are applied. Edit. See next days if vessel will survive. Ah, excellent. I mean, good luck. I hope. we're all pulling for you. Definitely. Moon orbit crude. Oh, awesome. Good luck. That sounds, man. That's when stuff gets really super interesting. Alright, let's go apply our tech updates to our solar panels. Oh, tech level 2 already applied. And comms, communication, tech level 3. We're going to leave the gain and everything else alone. Because why the hell not? Well, hold on a second. Did that save us? It should have saved us a bunch of mass. Yeah. Whoa. We go to Tech 2, we have 300 meters per second. We go to Tech 3, we've got 283 meters per second. So I guess there is a big penalty on the gain. Right? And we can only do UHF band? I do not like this, Sam I am. Yeah, and you're already upgraded. We're about to unlock more. We're about to unlock the next node thing there. So hold on a second. I want to just verify something, not electrical communication. Thank you very much. Let's set you off to the side. Let's grab you, plop you down, 282 meters per second. Communication. Yeah, Tech 3, 30 dB. Antenna planning. That should get us way more than we need it to be. So, moon. Yeah, we've got good comms all the way through. This one is going to be a near side lander, so we don't need very much out of it. Come on, there we go. Still 283 meters per second. That is very interesting. How did we go down, I wonder? Or should I plop that up to Tech 3, hit apply, and hit plan? Oh, sun, moon, plan. Okay, that does buy it. Okay, yeah, now we could go S-band if we wanted to, and maybe we will for this one, but I honestly want to leave room. I want this on UHF band because the Farside Lunar Lander contract thing, we've got 2 satellites in orbit that have really powerful antennas, but they're on UHF band. So, oh, hey, look, we were able to dial it down to 19 dB gain, which puts us at 284 meters per second. Super weird, but okay. Close? I'm very confused, but that's very, very interesting. And we'll tuck you in as much as reasonable. There it is. Did I? Yeah, that is modular RCS. I'm going to leave the scale on those alone because I do need some... I need more than just coasting authority there. Alright, let's just plop one in, make sure we're clear on all axes. We are. Good. Plop them back together, put the fairing someplace else. Alright, nope, that's booster sep. Yeah, after booster sep, the next thing to go is fairings. So we're in good shape there. Save, I changed nothing else, but our delta V changed, so... I'm very tempted just to leave this alone, but I really worry that I just screwed up all of my avionics. Oh. Where'd that other antenna go? Can I check the mass on you? No. Part, no. Communications, gain 30 dBi. What the hell? You know, something that tells me how much a thing masses here would be great. Am I missing it? I really wonder if I am. So you've got a much lower gain and a higher tech level. 21 watts and 19.5 watt. Let's just compare the two directly here. If we can, there we go. Yeah, 23 watts and 19.5 watts idle. Really not much difference, but I guess you were Tech 2 before. Active 13, well, yeah. 13 watts, 8 watts. I'm confused. Tell me what the hell I did wrong and why I borked myself out of dang near 20 meters per second out of this. Alright, let's put those away. Let's do some disassembly. Crikey. Oh yeah, that's the RCS tank. Where is your decoupler, friend? Buried in there. Excellent. No, you are right radially attached, so we need to scooch you down. There's your decoupler, scooch you down. And if the avionics are within spec here, I'm just going to assume that they are within spec everywhere else. Vessel mass is 0.2. What are we dialed in for? 0.28, so our mass did go down. 0.21. I'll take it. That doesn't give us our delta V back, but we want to save that electric charge. Oh, wait, is your battery type 2? It is. We don't have battery 3 unlocked yet, do we? Nope. Okay. How much of that did I just screw up? Thank God it reset, right? Everything reset. We're good. Yeah. Mass stayed the same. Delta V stayed the same. Kurgut, good evening. Nice to see you. Not to worry. You're likely to lose more than 20 meters per second in piloting errors. It's really negligible. You are correct. You are correct. We don't have an HTTP upgrade. Wouldn't that be kind? 9. Okay. I'm going to assume that everything else is just plain old gonna work out for us. So let's put this back together and let's keep it building. And assume that everything here will work out for the best. And my stupidly overly optimized ridiculous contraption will just fly, right? Oh yeah, fairing density went down because we got a tech upgrade there. That saved us some stuff. Oofta. However, fairings are confused as to where they belong in the order of things. So, Lunar Lander 5.1. We'll save that as the new default. Perfect. We're going to go from 23.89 to 23.84. All of our tooling set. Yep. Okay, good. And save edits. Love the probe designs lately. Oh, thank you, Kurgan. I'll say I didn't have time to do anything cool this week, but I do get to spend a bit of extra time making things pretty, even though it makes Mekchev a liar, apparently. I don't know why that keeps happening to me, but it does, so there we are. Probably going to have to fire some engineers. Do we have construction going? Oh yeah, tracking station. That will be ready soon. That's our Tech 3 upgrade. We'll be ready at 221, which is actually after this finishes building. Well, dang it. Flux fell, battery systems have been recharged. I do wonder how... Oh wait, did we take an extra gravimetric contract? Because I thought that got completed. I'm very curious. Well, I guess we'll, 60 days, over requirement, Earth, 2 months worth of orbital perturbation. So maybe we edit Oops 2 to have a, whatchamahoots on it. We'll figure that out. We need to do something about our money, because this is... We're going to run out, and everything's going to suck. So I guess... I'd rather not dial that down, so I guess... But man, staff is not a great place to cut things, but... Yeah, we got 132 unassigned engineers kind of just soaking up paychecks and not doing anything. So let's fire 100 of them. Man, that sucks. I have to... Yeah, that did next to nothing for us. So that was a wasted gathered efficiency. MechChip doesn't like aesthetics. Like, you like a bulk fuel tank budget with engine firecracker. Yes. Remember rollout time, so it's lining up pretty well. Ah, that's true. Thank you, Nova. Alright, let's just warp to complete. Yep, out of money. Warp to complete. Out of money. Basic power generation and storage. Cha-ching. Let's go make sure we've got some stuff on, if there's things to unlock there. Which, that was what? You? Yep. Cha-ching. Solar panel Tech 3 upgrade. Purchase. Got it. Yeah, funding still sucks. 5 days. If we start that rollout, it's just going to continue to suck. So I think, honestly, the construction is what's soaking up all of our money at the moment. Has it been? No, it's been... Well, it's 2 February, so it's been 30 days. So by the end of February, our Cherenkov detector should be done. I guess instead of hanging out here and doing stuff and watching our funding bounce around, let's go hang out with the satellite and watch our contract completion happen. The Magchenko probes we can get rid of. Terminate. Terminate. Let's go hang out with Magchenko 1. Probably have to re-angle him into the sun because it's been a while, but no big deal there. Gosh, I swear if that 45-day counter has reset itself, I'm going to be a little angry. Alright, activate avionics, activate RCS. How are we looking? Not you, not you, not you. 4 days, sweet. And hopefully we'll have 75% of the science. Are we in? I don't know if we're in high orbit. Yeah, we should be. Yep. And it is running. We have 6.1 of 27. So we need, what, 75%? Somebody wanted 75%, 27.5 for me. Nope, not Fizzwort. Goofball, let's go. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yay! And now we're just waiting on that 75% to come back. And hey, we got a bunch of stuff radioed in from the moon, too. That's pretty cool. Alright, so 50% would be, you know, what, 15-ish? So, yeah, we got a little ways to go on this, but I guess we could boost the orbit up a little higher so that we spend longer in, whatchamahoo's, it's high Earth? Wait, no, we did not get it. We're still... Oop. Gosh, what day is it? This has been up here 64 days. MET is 225. Yeah, let's get back to base. We've got other stuff to do. About 21-ish. Okay. In RP1, MMJ is only good enough for start. Anything else he will F up. Yep. Uh-huh. McJeb is a dirty, lying little bastard. Okay, so let's edit Oops 2. Are we still... Oh gosh, we can't roll anything out until our tracking station is done 3 days from now. And we can't make any edits because we don't have any money. So that's good, right? And it's a good bet. Oh, this is done. Sweet. We'll start the rollout as soon as this is done, but... yes. Ding. Yay, tracking station upgrade complete. And now we're making money again. And now we're losing money again. Fuck me. Operating way too close to the sun, I see. Alright, so I guess, yeah, we're just waiting on Cherchenkov detector to do its thing. This apogee, yeah, that one's going to be interesting. 2 months worth of orbital perturbation. So that's what the OOPS launchers are for. They should have orbital perturbators on them already. Oh, Simulator 2023. Wookie, how's it going? She was... Oh, no. That's... Oh. Poor pupper. Hopefully she got it all out. She's feeling better now. Man, that's a fun one. That's a very, very fun one. Okay, what to do about monies? Yeah, that upgrade is not ready yet, but that's our tech 4. Yeah, she's eaten since. Okay, good. Good. Very relieved to hear that. Alright, 4 days to get that to the pad. Probably not going to happen, because we need how much fundage to do that? 857, which we do not have. Dang it. But hey, we got 66 science. Let's go unlock Gemini so we can start crew training. Boom. 2nd gen capsules. Please and thank you. What do we have to have in order to get that open? This has to go, which is advanced capsule era science. And with our other 21.7, nope. What do we do with 21 science? Nope. Nothing. We save it, or we get some SRBs. Ooh, the Agols. Agol? Mercury retro kick motors, don't need those. Alright, I guess we'll just bank it for now. Early docking procedures is where we get all the good fuels, so... She didn't eat all yesterday. Her gut was busy churning the forbidden Nutella. Oh, God. Oh, well, at least you were prepared. It didn't sneak up on you. Ooh, RCS Tech upgrade level 2. That's going to be awesome. Yes, the good fuels. All right. Training costs money, doesn't it? Proficiency, Gemini. Training. This training requires astronaut complex of level 4 or higher. Are you kidding me? Well, that would have been good to know. 3 grand. Cost per day. Fuck me. We don't have that now. We're barely making like 800 a day. Oof. Ay. Alright, well, I guess let's see how much of this rollout we can do. Awesome. There's most of it. Ding. Fantastic. We are ready to attempt our lunar lander contract thing again, but before we get that underway, I just want to double check. Yeah, we don't need you displayed. We don't need you displayed. Gravimetric. I'm pretty sure OOPS2 is a gravimetric detector, but I just want to double check. Yeet her towards the door, and she looks at me like I told her to pack her bags and leave. She's offended when I yeet her. I can't get across her if you gotta puke. On the hard floor, not on better carpet. Yeah. So I don't know what that is, but the temptation for our dog to only pee on things that are not as easily cleaned as the hardwood bothers me to no end. And you have Gravioli, correct? Nope, you have Cherchenkov detector. I wonder if we leave that on. No, let's configure experiments. How much do you weigh? 550 gram? Oh no, this is the not the magnetometer, the orbital perturbation experiment. 1,000 grams requires much more specific requirements, so we're gonna run with that. She also did it all over her car seat cover. Oh, she was done. She was not. Ouch. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks real bad. Alright, so that's oops 2. Can we apply upgrades to the solar panels? Yes, we can. Can we apply upgrades to the comms? Because I think that was the problem with the original one, is we didn't have the DB to radio it in from way out there. So antenna planning, Earth, Tech 3 plan, no connection, really, at any altitude. Click plan, switch it back to Earth, no, really. UHF 10 dB gives me nothing. Oh, that's gigameters, but kilometers, distance min, we'll say, well, let's switch this over to megameters and do 2. And distance max, we'll say, I don't know, 95 megameters. Plan. There we go. Now we got a connection. At 10 dB, I'll take it. Between 2 and 95 megameters, we got comms at 10 dB. Can we gain it down a bit, maybe? There it is. 5 dB. Looks like that'll rein us in. And plop. Avionics. Yeah. Mother. Toggle open closed. It's not like we just went through this with our Cherenkov detection thingy. So let's plop that down. What do we at? 0.179. Yeah. Works. Yeah, your battery too. So let's up the diameter just a smidgen. See if we can get this in for 1.8 and then roll it back. Ding, 100%. A little bit of battery left in there. We're gonna need more. We're gonna need more. Tool mass 1.81 perhaps. Fine. 99.6. We'll leave it. We'll take the extra battery mass and just roll with it. Plop, plop. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. There we go. Alright, and whoop. Dial that in just a bit. Boom, 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 boom. Make sure these are 0109s. Yep. Sweet. Close these up. Now we'll call it oops 3 because it's different now. Save edits. Right. Okay. And let's bump you back up to the top. What's our daily? Plus 800. We'll take that for now. We really need to bankroll some funds like crazy. Alright, Luna Lander 5. Let's do stuff, shall we? Well, you know what? Let's take a hard save. Number 45. Launch. Alright, last time, where was the failure? It was on launch. I don't even think we got to TLI with this flight last time. I think we had a failure on one of the 0109s from the twin 0109 stage. As soon as that Cherenkov detection contract comes back, we can close out that program. pick up another one that's going to give us more money, and that will certainly help our cause a whole bunch. Alright, and ascent guidance, please. Moon set as target. And yeah, we're going to go to a 200-kilometer altitude, launch into plane of target, 5 hours, and engage. Good springtime launch. We should be all well and set, I hope. Alright, coming out of time warp. Alright, fingers crossed, everyone. And by the way, I have not done any upgrades to this vehicle yet, even though we've got some better engines unlocked for it, other than the 0109s. We have done the 0109s, but everything below the belt is exactly the same. We really should get around to doing that. Could possibly help our space program to have a more capable vehicle. Probably. Alright, finger on... Alright, green across the board, all engines running. Thank goodness. Clamps off. There we go. Skyward bound. Okay. Now all they have to do is make it all the way through their burn. And the twin 0109s have to not fail, but we've done... No, I guess we've only done one actual launch today. But we did not have a failure on either of the two 0109s that we ran, so... I don't know, we're either due for one or we're making good data and we finally have good reliability. Whichever one pleases the gods more. You know, probably. I guess. I hope. Please. I really just want to have a successful flight today. Another one. I already had one. Let's not... Yeah. Margin on the board showing so far. Let's check our externals. Those are draining fine. These should be topped. Good. We're still running off of our externals. Booster SEP in 35 seconds. Let's feel good about failure-free sims too. I agree. We should definitely feel good about failure-free sims. Alright, there's our pitch down. Coming in hard. Alright, 9 seconds to booster SEP. Let's bring it out of Fizz Warp. Make sure we get a clean SEP with no wonkiness today. Be great. Booster flame out. Tink. Boosters clearing away. Did I ever figure out why MechJev keeps lighting the engine and wasting your ignition? Nope. No clue. Entirely a mystery to me. You've been trying to catch up on the past streams. A couple of questions. Okay. Fire away, Wookie. I'll be happy to try to remember as much as I can. To the mission where you're trying to point straight at the sun during orbital insertion. Was that just so you'd have power with non-steerable panels? Probably. Can't think of a better reason as to why I would try to do that other than I was trying to push caveman tech as far as I could push it. And so just pointing straight at the sun when you're hitting your orbital insertion is a great way to keep to make a non-guided probe have its panels angled into the sun. I think not this save, but the save before that. That's how I figured out I could get the solar panel or the solar powered probe contract really early. Is just by timing the launch well enough to keep that solar panel pointed at the sun, because then you don't have to have solar panels all over it and when it's spin stabilized. You just have one on the face, it points at the sun, you launch at dawn, and you're good to go. Bearings cleared away, sweet. The one where you had to use infinite electricity to get to the moon, you mentioned launching in summer. There's no summer in space. We were in the Earth's shadow on some of our trek to the moon. Or launching in summer while going to the moon means that you launch during the day instead of at night. And since we launched at night, I think our TLI burn was at night, and we ended up coasting to the moon mostly through shadow. But if we'd launched in the summertime during daylight, the sun would have been better positioned to shine on one of the bigger panels of the spacecraft. But really, that was, I want to say bad luck, but it's not so much bad luck as just bad planning. So bad luck and lack of planning. So I think pushing the launch on that like a day or two probably would have solved the issue. Agathorn update. Your first R7 spun out. Oh, it only took a year to build. Agathorn! That should be something you can do monthly based on phase of the moon. Yeah, you're probably right. Alright. I should have been paying better attention, but it looks like we have solid light on both of our twin 0109s. The ullage ring is clearing away, and we are moving. Now just waiting for external tank jettison. That will happen in about 200 seconds, 3 minutes 21. We will maintain current phys warp. Yeah, so like the gist of that is if I had pushed the launch really, yeah, a month later, or probably even a week later, we probably would not have had that problem with the solar panels. But man, I was getting super frustrated with it. Turns out I was just dumb, which is about 90% of the problems this series incurs. Also, hopefully steerable panels will help that. You don't have to have the majority of your panels always facing space, even with the craft in full sunlight. Might, yeah. I'm gonna say avionics, or being able to lift the avionics required to just point at the sun when you want to is certainly a huge benefit. Alright, 1 minute from EFT jettison. And yeah, we will be popping out of phys warp for this EFT set because, oh, that's the last thing we need right now. Yeah, margin on the board is showing excellent. 530 some odd meters per second of excess from our twin 109 stage. Phantom Delta V discrepancies. Yep, still happening. Had a big one happen, well, I guess not last week, but the week before. We sent an orbital craft to the moon. Its primary goal was to fulfill a contract that I didn't have the tech for, and so it turned out ultimately it was useless, but it has a really powerful high gain antenna on it, so I'm hoping it will aid with our far side lunar landing. Anyway, we send it to the moon. It has 900 meters per second of delta V in the tank, and so we plot a node to capture around the moon. The node says it's going to be about 700 meters per second. Craft says it has 900 meters per second in it. We light the burn on time and end up coming up about 200 meters per second short, which infuriated the hell out of me. So we just we cheated it into orbit. And that one time you were watching it in real time versus a maneuver, it seemed like the discrepancy got worse the higher the TWR is. Yes, I have observed that also, and that is the one consistent thing about that inconsistency. That the further down the burn you get, the higher the TWR is, the more of that delta V just seems to melt away, evaporate into space, and be gone forever. Only other thing you think of is if the engine heat is causing extreme boil-off as the fuel volume decreases. That's an interesting theory. With the probe that we put around the moon yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 weeks ago, those are all, I don't know, shelf stable. It was HTP and helium, neither of which should boil off, but have you seen if the fuel drain rate is correct for both propellants, or if you end up with high residuals in one and not the other? No, I have not checked that, but perhaps we should. That is an interesting theory. And it wasn't boil off. Residuals, maybe. I mean, residuals, I would accept it. I mean, I would accept it being residuals if we were looking at, you know, like a, I would say even up to a 10% discrepancy. Going from 900 meters per second of available delta V and needing what amounted to 1,300 or 1,200 meters per second to pull a 700 meter per second maneuver frustrates me. Like, we're looking at, I don't know, like a 30-ish% discrepancy in some cases. Oh, hey, look at that. We made it to orbit. Ascent guidance, you can go away. Let's plot our node to home and transfer. No, we don't need either of those. Create node. That is in 25 minutes. Awesome. Let's get this done. RCS to arm. Throttle to 0. Stage. Let's pull ourselves gracefully away here. Tap, tap, tap. The fact that the estimate in the stats window drops faster than the actual acceleration is what feels weird about it. Say there's nothing that doesn't feel weird about it to me. Have not played RO with residuals before, so I don't know if that's how they're supposed to manifest. I'll say supposedly MechJeb is supposed to take into account standard residuals and just say, like, after residuals you should have this much delta V. Alright, now we're going to do this node, 3138 on the clock. We should have a lot of excess, honestly, because these two delta V figures here, the 1710 and this 1868, that's all this down here. We will still see a discrepancy, probably, but this stage is just so overbuilt for what it's supposed to do that I haven't really been worried about it. Execute next node. But I would be shocked if, when we start this burn, we actually get 1868 meters per second out of these tanks before we stage them. And we're not going to have very much boil off here at night over the next 24 minutes. Maybe I'll go back to the video where you did the closely watching it and plot the numbers out. I mean, hey man, if you've got time for such a thing, I'd greatly appreciate more research on it. I haven't really had time to go through and start mucking about with things, although my best theory, honestly, is that it has something to do with the structural parts. MechJeb either ignores their mass when it is estimating your delta V, or it thinks that they have fuel in it, but then they don't. This burn should have 1270 to go at staging. Alright, we'll keep an eye on that. 1270, I should write that down, because I'm going to forget. You'll remember though, right? Well, because I spilled coffee on my notebook last week, and so now I don't have a notebook, which made it really hard to take my final this week also. Well, and recrunch the numbers after we come out of time warp here, because I assume there's going to be some kind of boil off. It says this, that calculating their weight, mass times acceleration, rather than their mass. Hence the problem getting worse is good theory. I do. Interesting, but man, it doesn't seem like anything in the game should account for just weight. Alright, oh, hey, engine lit. Should have been paying better attention to that. Here we go. No, now that I, like, think about what you're saying and not being stupid about it, like, yeah, that does make sense. Sort of. It would explain the error in why we see what we see. In some regard, but I don't know. I don't know enough about how any of this stuff is calculated behind the scenes, but it seems like that would be a really... Like, it seems like you'd have to take extra steps to do it that way. Right? I mean, because MechJeb itself, like, MechJeb, it's its own module. It's its own section of code. Procedural tanks is its own section. So there's something from procedural tanks that is being passed over as an argument to whatever MechJeb is doing. And it could be that in the case of certain tanks, it's the wrong variable that's being handed off for it to do its math. But the thing that gets me is that this mass discrepancy delta V calculation thing doesn't seem to be happening all the time with all stages. It seems to happen more often with pressure-fed smaller things, or I guess maybe it's just more noticeable at smaller things. Alright, we're coming up on staging, 55 seconds until I have to drop these balls. Either worse than you. Not any C-sharp experience. Well, I have very little. And honestly, all of it's bad. So what did you say we should have left? Give or take... 1270. We might be somewhere close to that. Y'all watch the thing whilst I stage. Here in 15 seconds. I'm going to let them go when the liquid oxygen is out, because that's where the boil-off happens, and there's no need to run through extra kerosene that's just going to result in an imbalance later. So, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. They're gone. And we were 1280 something, so we weren't too far off. I know it wasn't 1270. 441 on the following stage at nominal cutoff. 1294. Okay. So yeah, not too far off. You know, 24 meters per second, give or take. So we should have 441 on the following stage at nominal cutoff. Okay. We'll see what happens. I mean, revised to 417 nominal cutoff based on new starting point for the stage. Got it. Okay. Sweet. Let's, yeah, we'll see what happens. I think, honestly, we're going to be a little closer than that, but it is what it is. I'm also going to be ready to hit abort maneuver after engine cuts off, because I don't want it going all crazy all over the place. And for whoop, abort node 370. So yeah, 47 meters per second total discrepancy. Kill rotation, please. And let's get this dialed in, shall we? Let's continue trying to go to the moon. Focus view. Alright, so honestly, do we want to hit the brakes? Yeah, we want to back off this a little bit because we want to approach the moon coming in from the other side. 47 plus the 24 from the other stage. Okay, so we're 71 total. You see, like 71 meters per second discrepancy on a 3100 meter per second total. That is a margin I'm willing to eat. Like, you can almost plan around that. That's not bad. Less than 100 meters per second. Okay, we're going to be landing at night, aren't we? Because once again, I have failed to do any mission planning whatsoever. Hooray! Oh, good job, buddy. I'll say where we're going to see a fun discrepancy is on our terminal descent, this 282 meters per second. The problem with that is we're also firing RCS out of the same fuel tank, and so that's going to make it seem more difficult, I guess. Let's bring it to about there. And let's activate these avionics. Boonk, boonk. Okay, yeah, those are the thrusters I want to see. Plop them down. Make sure throttle is zeroed. RCS is armed. Stage it. Stage it. Katunk. And that was going to be way too much. Yep. Well, I guess we're coming down here now. Because it is what it is, and I don't really feel like wasting the fuel to spin us all the way around. So let's get you dialed into the sun. Sun, down, execute, and maybe we can turn laterally from there. Yeah, you've gotten some that were like 500 missing on a burn this big, right? Yep, definitely. Vertical descent also feels lossy because of gravity losses. Indeed. Very, very, very lossy because of gravity losses. Alright, and let's make sure we're cleaning up our trash. Nope, we have to do this with throttle, don't we? Because you don't have any comms. Yep, patunk. I just don't want to have to go back and delete this later. So, boop, there it is. Alright, and switching back. Alright. You lose 1.65 meters per second of runtime during vertical ascent, regardless of your engine performance on the moon, and 9.81 on Earth at sea level. Yep. Which is, I don't know, makes them feel way more lossy than they actually are. But that's just physics happening. Here on orbit, like doing transfer burns should not be that, I don't know, terrible, I guess. Alright, let's open up our battery. And I guess, well, hold on. Let's see if we can dial this in by moving laterally up or down. Nope, all of those. And we don't have N, we just have H. So we're just going to come down where we're going to come down. Quick saving, because if we're going to f this all up, then I guess we're just going to F this all up, right? Okay, let's jump out to map and let's see what. Yep, somebody's gonna run out of battery. Whoop, there it is. No more electric charge on the probe. Oh gosh, did you start to turn? I bet you did. Are you still angled into the sun? Are you making adjustments now? No, I guess because you're still locked in there. So let's turn off. Can't. Never mind, because I don't. Last thing I want to do is come out of phys warp or time warp and have you start going crazy on me. Oh man, those batteries dropped. What happened? Oh, you spun. No, you didn't spun. What the fuck just happened? You should be charged up, buddy. Oh, fuck me. What is happening here? Okay, that's... yeah, these batteries should be staying charged for this whole trek out, and they are not, and that is worrying me considerably. So yeah, you make the adjustment while we're sitting here burning off battery power like crazy. I will then come up here and shut down your avionics. Y'all aren't getting much exposure, 87. You should be at 100. Good. Yeah, we're still draining power. That's fun. Why did this happen? And are the batteries gonna last? Okay. I'm confused now. I thought I upgraded the panels. And so for all intents and purposes, they should have more electric charge than before. But we also upgraded the comms. But that shouldn't be pulling really any power at all, right? It has a... show upgraded stats. Did we not upgrade you? Oh no, its idle power went up. That's right. Oh, dumbass. Precision error during high magnitude time warp. At perigee and epigee, for sure, there should be no losses. At other points in eccentric orbit, maybe there are. True. Okay, we have a problem in that our upgraded antenna pulls more power than the one it replaced. And now we've kind of screwed ourselves. And yeah, we don't have any comms on this. Oh, you absolute moron. And yeah, we are gonna run out of power long before we get there. And even worse is that when we need to start doing stuff, we're going to be in darkness, so we won't be making up additional power. And I should have caught this, and I should have increased the solar panels or just left the damn antenna alone. because its idle power is nearly double what it was before. Shit happens. I know, but dang it. I wanted to win today, but it looks like, yeah, we're going to need a lot more dialing in of stuff if we're going to do anything at all. Let's see how close we get to time to impact. 18 hours. Do we think 553 kilojoules will last us 18 hours? Highly, highly doubt that. Especially because the last little bit of it we're going to be in darkness and operating on next to nothing. So how close do we end up getting? 400, 300, 200. That was 10 hours of it. Yeah, but that rate of power consumption is going to go... Oh, man. Yeah, it's going to go up. Yeah. 47, 30, 20, 10, 9... We still got 1 hour to go. Motherfucker. So, like, we don't need much more solar panel, but we do need a bit more solar panel just to buy that extra time to get us down to the fucking moon. Okay, I'm very torn here. Like, should we just turn on infinite electric charge and treat this as a trial run, and then we'll just... I don't know, scrap the mission. Was this one supposed to be an impactor? Yes, it was supposed to be a test run impactor. Absolutely. I want to test for margins, and I want to test for our point of ignition. And the whole thing is we have to radio in science in order for the contract to complete. So maybe we just don't do any science, because your parasailing is... Nope, this is supposed to be a lander, not an orbiter. We're supposed to land on it. We're just going lunar direct, because relighting engines is for sissies. So you know what? Let's test for margins, and then we'll not complete the contract on purpose. Infinite electricity. Pow. We're still going to run out, and it's still going to hate everything about everything. Alright, suicide burn countdown is 1 hour and 9 minutes. Where's the dang moon? It's around here somewhere, I assume, right? It's probably just in the great void of nothingness that is somewhere. Whatever, we'll find it eventually. We got an hour to go. And ding. We have lost control. 52 minutes to go. Dang it. 1 more hour of time, and we may have had it this time. Yep, and now that we're in darkness, everything would have... I don't know, our power would have collapsed a lot sooner. Yep, it should be right here. I think I see the edge of it. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 minutes. Alright. Surface velocity negative. Get this dialed in, please. Ooh, spicy mode. Not used to committing a first pass landing on non-atmospheric bodies. Neither am I. I think I tried to do this the last 2 playthroughs of RP1, and honestly I think the challenge of it is pretty fun. And plus you can do it on a lot lower tech when you don't need to try to capture into orbit and then land. And you know, Gamma 2, unless we're going to get not enough resources to ignite on something, and that's going to make me a little upset, but it is what it is, and well, here we are. Alright. So best I can figure, the best place to ignite the engine is at about 3 seconds past the suicide burn countdown, and just let the TWR do work. So let's Fizz warp in. We should be able to see texture at some point here. Well, no, we got about another 200,000 kilometers to fall. Alright, last minute, bring it out of Fizz warp mostly. 49 seconds. Alright. Let's just Fizz warp it up just a little bit. There's the ground. Wow, that came up fast. Hey, looks like we ended up with a pretty clean landing site. Alright, 5 seconds. Start the ullage. Start the ullage. Ullage is not starting. So 3, 2, ignition. Ullaging. Light it, please. Thank you. It's 7. Oh gosh, we're 7 seconds below. Having comms whilst doing this would have been a great idea, I suppose. Whoo, buddy. Alright, suicide burn countdown is falling. -4 seconds. -3. Come on, get up to 0. Quick. 7 seconds may have been a little too much. Oh gosh. 1.4. 3, 2. Come on. Come on! Nope, this is gonna splash. And bloop. No EC though. Yep, it was a test run, SimAv. Back to the Space Center. A very successful. Yep, 7 was about spot on last time. I remember that. Which is why I'm a little shocked that it's not so good this time. Yeah. I upgraded. SimAv, I upgraded the antenna because I upgraded my comm station and didn't. Well, I realized that the idle power was higher, but forgot to adjust the simulation or the solar panels to compensate for it. So we decided we'd just do a landing test to see what would happen. There we are. That's something you want to work on at KOS, is finding the flat level landing spots within a certain region. Oh, that would be interesting. Alright, so, oh gosh, this thing's not going to be done until much later, but at least we're back to making money. Edit. Let's go suss out our solar panel problem. 300 meters per second impact means you're only about 0.125 seconds off. Fair enough. It was over 7 seconds. So 7 seconds on the button is probably, could very well still be optimal. Lazy people just use the trajectory's mod name for the mares. Yep. I said aiming for something. Good golly, no. Alright, and open. Sesame. Are you upgraded? Nope. Yeah, power idle, 8 watts. That's where we got bit. Maybe I just leave it alone then. Maybe I do nothing and it just works. Because we never did get back that extra delta V, did we? Oh, this is just such a tough call, but we can definitely up the tech on our solar panels. Cha-ching. That cost us nothing. So what's the idle power of level 3? It was nearly double that. It was 19.5 and 23 on transmit. This is only 13 on transmit for the same dB. But we shouldn't need that much extra dB, should we? Let's pin you open just in case. Alright, and Tech 3, antenna. Let's just hit plan because that's all accurate. Go to the moon. And dial down our gain. Yep. And so we can dial the gain down to 18 dB. And our idle power is still 19.5 watts. Our transmit power is much lower. You're going to have so much fun with the precision landing contracts. Oh god. Some of them want sub 1 kilometer accuracy. Well, once I have tech to do orbital insertion properly and can plan for it, I will have fun with that. Man, how many targeted Alright, look. In the 1.1.3 days, I was doing targeted landings, flying manually, and somewhat consistently hitting targets within, 50 to 100 meters on non-atmospheric bodies only. Expecting it to get lower, not higher. Dude, right? Same. So I think maybe I was leaving this one alone because I was expecting it to do a far side lunar landing, but today's not that day, so here we are. Now then, with that having gone all cattywampus on us, we've got to pull this stuff apart, adjust our avionics, adjust our solar panels, because now, yeah, our idle electric charge gives us 9 days of on station. And honestly, the best way to increase this efficiently is to up this one. We don't need that much, but we need enough to get there. So let's just take you up to 0.33 even. Gives us 61 days, but that is with avionics not active. Gee, somewhat consistently clearing the top of Olympus Mons. One bird building to spare. Somewhat consistently, yes. There was some errors in planning there. For sure. Still 284 meters per second. I don't want to mess with the tanks because that's just too much screwing around. Alright, and vessel mass is at solid .2. Oh, we can dial you down. And let's, what are we at? 99.5? I wonder if we can open up the inner 1 millimeter without screwing everything up. Yes. Yes, we can. Let's claw back some of that delta V that we missed out on. Yeah, 283 at 0.2. I'll take it for the sake of keeping the battery. Let's hit save on that. Let's drag you up, plop you on here, and space this out a little bit so that I can grab the upper stage. And let's check the draw on this. 9 days. That is your avionics are off, correct? Yeah, all avionics are off with optimal sunlight. We're looking at 9 days go. That is less than ideal. So I think honestly we're gonna have to up that panel just a little bit more, which means we need to disconnect you again. Honestly, maybe we get rid of those 3 panels. Well, no, because those 3 panels are there for when we're on the moon and the sun is probably going to be at an angle to us in hopes that we buy some time. So why put the solar panels on the lander at all if you need them to support this dumb thing? It's because there's no other real good place to put them. Unless you use foldables. Let's just massacre all of our Delta V, shall we? Knock to 90, give me 2, and we'll probably stack these up perpetual. Extend. Alright, let's start over for a second. If this is the route we're going to pursue, your electric charge will last 74 days. None of these experiments take very long. 4 days. Give or take. Oh wait, the avionics. Shut down the avionics. Oh god, it's already shut down. Fuck me. It's 4 days of runtime for this thing in full go, which should be enough to run all of the experiments unless we land at night, and then you got 18 hours. Okay. Very interesting. Well, plop you back on. Perpetual. We don't need you to be perpetual. We need you to be... yeah, 174 days. Itty bitty little cutesy little teeny tiny panels. Oh, they're so cute. Let's tuck it all back together and let's see what we're dealing with, because, yeah, that didn't massacre our Delta V as much as I thought it would, to be honest. This might be kind of worth it. $174 days with avionics and shutdown, I'm okay with that. That should buy us the time we need to actually get to the moon with our increased comms load. Which, speaking of comms load, let's make sure I didn't screw anything up and I forgot to pull the comms out of this thing. Let's also make sure I didn't screw anything up by going over my tonnage. 1.561, 1.59. Actually go down. That's pretty sweet. What am I missing? Toby! Thank you so much for the sub. 13-month streak. Nicely done. Communication disabled. Perfect. Battery 2, good. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We are optimizing. Currently 1.57. We're at 1.56.2. I guess I want to keep the battery, because now we're at 209 days longevity, which is a bit much, but I don't think we're in any danger of not hitting our transfer window based on excesses of Delta V, both on orbital insertion and on TLI. But just to verify here, we got 1709 plus 1867. Where the fuck is my calculator? Oh. I spilled coffee on it. What's up? God, it's already 6 o'clock. Jeez Louise. Okay. I am in the process of doing math. 1867 plus 1709 is 3576. We should be well within margin for TLI still. And tonnage actually went down, so I won't worry about avionics from any point lower than here. We'll just slap it all back together. Oh gosh, did I grab the wrong thing? Yep. Sure did. There we go. Now we're talking. Whilst we're thinking about it, force percent 1. I actually would like it to be 0, but I'm pretty sure that still never works. Okay, just scoot you up one more little... Nope, I guess that's our minimum. Nope, there's our minimum gap. Always leave a gap for the Kraken. Alright, save. Let's close up these fairings. Let's check if we screwed anything up that needs to be tooled. We did not. Excellent. Save, 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 save. Edit 53.64. Yeah, okay, fine. 23 days until this is done. Save, edits. Hopefully we'll get another shot at this before I have to wrap up the stream. I don't think we've got much else going on. Oh, our oops launch. We can go ahead and get that off the ground, I guess. Or at least rolling it out to the pad. 4 days, and that's going to cost us... Oh, hey, we're still making... No, it's because I didn't hit rollout. Oh, yay, we're still making money. Hooray! Did we get the contract completion on... No, we did not. What the hell? That should have been done by now. I guess... Yeah, we're at 12 March. Why is our Jerjankov detection taking so dang long? Should we go check on that? Lunar Lander 5.1 probe debris. Oh, you're not orbiting the moon. You're on your way to hit it, so we'll just leave you alone to let you hit it. And 5.1 debris. Gosh, there's going to be like 4 of those. There's my 4 dumb tanks. Alright, Magchenko. Let's just go check in and see what we got. Oh, good. And it's right near Apogee, too. Fly. Fantiggity-astic. Drink more water, Cosmo. Your body needs that. Alright, let's... Wow, yeah. Okay, I guess you are already adjusting. Chekhov detector is running. We're at 15.3 out of 27. We need to have 75%, which is, we decided, what, 20-something? It's probably going to be worth our time to boost our apogee just so we spend more time in high orbit. The sooner we can this program and start up the new one, the better off I think we will be, because we need to bankroll some money so we can upgrade our astronaut complex so that we can start training our astronauts on Gemini. Alright, you good? You angled? You all settled in there, friend? Looks to be so, or yes. Yeah, let's just leave it on. Fine, whatever. I don't think we got any batteries out there that are going to die right now and ruin our everything. Whoop. I completely forgot what I was doing. We got 4 days till our rollout is complete, so that's alarm clock. What am I looking for? Oh, jeez, come on, man. Why don't you set a node so you can stop being so stupid about it? Earth comes by and just blinds you. Just right off the bat. Can I not add maneuver? Yeah, add maneuver. Let's just give you a little bump. 38 meters per second. That's fine. 1 day, 14 something. Yeah, we're pretty close to it. And we can at least track ourselves on our way in. 21 hours. Oh man, we went up a decimal place. That's cool. Also, still not done with the Forsaken porch railing. Oh man. The project that will not unproject itself. It's just rainy as hell. You can't resume working on it until it dries out. Yeah. Oh man, that's... I hate having to wait for good weather to get something done. I also hate yard work in general, so I'm just like, oh, raining. Bummer. Can't do any work. That sucks. Okay, I guess I'll give this about a minute lead. Or, no, 45 seconds. 2, 1, let's get angled into prograde, please. Orbit, prograde. Yeah, monsoon season is the worst time to try to do outside stuff. Really, of just any stripe. Alright, we're angled, let's... There we go, light it up. Tunk. Fizzy warp it as much as we can. I know, I'm going above and beyond, but shut it down. Alright, and advanced return to your sun orientation, please. We'll give this another pass. Let's see, I had a dogwood in my backyard that was just not doing very well. It turned out it had some kind of like fungus or something growing inside it, so the tree was going to die within the next year anyway, but a coworker came over because he bought a chainsaw and was really excited about it to help me cut it down. Of course, like, it's 33 degrees outside. Let's go play with power tools where you might want to feel your fingers. You know, we all walked away with the same amount of fingers, but I'm just like, yeah. Working outside, inclement weather, no thank you. How's our rollout doing? Day and 9 hours. Good, good, good. officially not wasted time yet. Oh, that Cherenkov detector is still in low space. It's going to get... that's going to be really long to get that 67 days of low space science. I guess, I don't know, if we really wanted that 22 science points, we could switch that over. Now we're running 16.2. 37 more days of this. Wonder how high up we'll get before our rollout is done. I should probably flight plan for that thing. Yep. Okay, let's return to the Space Center and let's get our other launch off the ground. Yeah, this is the one where the orbital requirements are funky as hell. I'm trying to remember how we pulled it off last time. I think it was... we launched to 500 kilometer orbital insertion. Not you, not you. Yeah, gravimetric, right? This is what we're doing. Orbital perturbation. Yep. Okay. Eccentricity below 0.3. Okay. So I think we launched as high as we could, which was I don't know, maybe 200 or 300. Yeah, I want to say probably about 200 kilometers. And then we boosted the second 0109 to our target apogee and then used the lower engine to try to circularize as best we could. Basically, we're just going to try to shoot for right above a mil. And maybe we'll redo this once or twice just to see, because I'm pretty dang sure we can't just launch to a 1,000,000-meter orbit on this particular spacecraft. You know, I'm like 90% sure. But we're going to give it a shot, because I don't know, why the hell not? Alright, launch. Let's do this. Man, I have so many failure check marks to add to my career log now. Alright. Let's pull out sent guidance, please. Thank you very much. Inclination has to be above 50. I think we'll shoot for straight 90, because I'm pretty sure we can go to a 200-kilometer orbit at a 90-degree inclination without too much issue here. I'm wondering if we should try to be sun synchronous with it, however. How long until dawn? Quite a while, but whatever, we're here, so we may just as well. And park it. A little while longer, maybe? Wait for the clouds to break. That looks good. How's that look from down here? Still dark as hell. Oh, there's the daylight breaking. Excellent. Okay, make sure our staging is in order. Good. And engage autopilot and ignition. Thank goodness. Solid light on lane 108. Clamps off. Skyward bound. Margin. Nah. Doesn't look great. We'll give it a shot. I'm gonna go visit the little cosmonaut's room while y'all enjoy the view. I'll be back momentarily. Okay, I've returned. How we holding up here? Alright. Oh, good. Looks like it wants to eat some of our margins, so maybe this inclination was not the best of ideas, and we need to put in a stop at stage. It's got to stop at stage 4 in effect, which is after all of that. We'll bump it up to stage 3, because that decoupler has a little bit of ass behind it, so we'll just see what happens. I mean, if I have to take manual control and then use our upper stage to boost our apogee up to 1 point whatever the hell mil, then so be it. We can still pull this mission off somehow, probably. Beautiful sunrise, though. At least we got that part going for us. Staging. Pow. Get wrecked, booster. Alright, good light on the 0109, and we are pushing along to orbit. So, Wook, I guess we're going to find out if it's still going to needlessly light my engine and or shut it down when it's not supposed to. Because I would like to set a node after we disengage ascent guidance. You know what? Pop those fairings a little early, see if that buys back some of our Delta V here. The answer is no. And let's go ahead and kick that in. Invalid situation. Yeah, eat me. We're not going to claw back 200 meters per second. That's for yep. Alright, and let's go ahead and fizz warp up in Sausage. We'll be dropping these on Canada. I assume. Yeah, well into the northern bits of Canada, it would appear. Sorry, Kelvin. Hopefully by the time they get there, they'll just be toasted sausage. Roasted sausage. Well fried. Oh man, so sorry about that. Couldn't quite get to the trigger fast enough. Let's plop these down ones. Maybe we can ullage our way to victory. I doubt it. It's not going to happen. We're going to let it stage, then we're going to turn off ascent guidance, and hopefully MechJeb will just figure its shit out and let me do the things. Oh, there goes the sausages. I should have been not in fizz warp for that. But, meh. We're okay. Everything's fine. 51 seconds left to burn. Man, maybe... I think what I did the last time I launched this was put in an attach altitude at like 200 or 250 with a target apogee of 1 point something change million, and it boosted up on this. Like, we used all of this stage 2. Yep. Katink. We not in physics warp. Disengage autopilot. Throttle set to 0. Get rid of you, press M. We are at apogee currently. That is distressing. Let's just aim at prograde. Set the throttle, stage the engine. Boom, there we go. Alright, and now I'm just going to shut it down when our apogee reaches a little over a mil. Shutting down. Shutting down. Jesus, keep your finger off the doohickey for the thing with the stuff. For F's sake. And yeah, so much wasted fuel. There's got to be a better way to do this. Not you, not you. Periapsis above 1,000,000 meters. Oh, yeah, our periapsis is not above 1,000,000. That's the problem here. Alright, XRCS. Let's claim this all. You know what? We can use the RCS from this stage to get us to where we need to be, honestly. What's our time? 49 minutes. Advanced. Let's angle into the sun and let's try to use what we've got. Down and execute. Because, hey, why the hell not, right? Let's just do this all in the badliest way possible. As long as we can keep battery, we'll be okay. Alright, so let's create a node to circularize at the next apogee. Create node, 295 meters per second. Okay, we're within spec. That's cool. Let's get a little closer while we watch our batteries not do much, I guess. Yeah, stay in charge. That's even better. That's what we like to see, eh? I don't know how long it's going to take to chew through our RCS propellant on our, I don't know, our ascent stage or whatever. Let's just dial it in right here. Orbit. Node. We'll use what we can just because I'm pretty sure having 307 meters per second in this stage is not going to translate to something that can actually do 295 meters per second because MechJeb lies. Lies, lies, lies. All the time. So, for once, it looks like we actually had too much booster. There's probably a much more efficient way to go about this, but we just didn't do that. Whatever, as long as we can fulfill the contract requirements, I'm okay with it. Alright, 2 minutes. Yep, no ignitions remaining. It's fine with me. Let's monitor our fuel consumption here. Oh man, are we going to get 5 whole meters per second out of this? No. Are we going to get 1 whole meter per second? This is what happens when you're toting around, 3/4 of a tank of completely unusable fuel. Hooray! Savings were acquired. Activate avionics. Flip. And stage. Stage. Pop. Hey, buddy. You wanna face the node, please? Hey, buddy. Okay. Alright. And we honestly don't need to be... Ooh, is that what we're looking for? Yeah. We just need the eccentricity below 003. So we don't have to be quite circular, but honestly, I may have bitten this in the biscuits by having that apogee be up as high as it is. And maybe I should have taken a pass to lower it so that we could enjoy the fuel savings. But here we are. We're just going to keep an eye on that eccentricity and shut it down as soon as we can. Although honestly, maybe we just boost the periapsis to 1,000,000 and then use the more... Oberth says it would be more efficient to lower our apogee into spec once the periapsis is above the spec. Right? That would be the more efficient way to use this fuel. So maybe that's what we do. How much we got left? 130 some odd meters per second. It's going to take 120 to circularize. I think, yeah, we're going to shut this down at a little over 1 mil. Come on, come on. Shut it down. Eccentricity is not below 003. Oh gosh, we're way off. No. Yeah. Shut. Cannot delete maneuver node. No comms. Okay. Remove all nodes. Circularize at next periapsis. Create node. 77 meters per second. See, yeah, now we're out of spec. I hit that periapsis. 51 minutes, and we still need fuel to, dang it, I have probably screwed this one up. Interesting. Yeah, I got all laxy-daisy with it and thought I had much more margin than I did. Turns out I don't. And now here we are fighting for efficiencies. Orbital perturbation is running. Huh, we have none of that. That is very interesting. Well, 1 second of overburn scraps the mission, dude, right? Yeah, it's screwed. Utterly and entirely so. We probably have the battery to take this lap without the readjustment, but here we are. And honestly, right quick, whilst we are... No, you're right. Oh well. I was going to jump back to the transfer stage and try to deorbit it, but I don't think that's a realistic option at this point. Alright, 50 minutes. Let's see if we can squeeze this out somehow. Magically. At least we got the launch window correct. I'm not opposed to trying to redo this, because I just don't think we're going to have time to reattempt the lunar landing again this stream anyway, which makes me unbearably sad. Execute next node, please. What are you doing? Bro, did you just fire the engine? Did anybody else hear that, or was that just me? What the fuck was that? Okay. Just got to bring down the eccentricity within spec. So I will be watching things with my finger on the abort button for whenever eccentricity falls below 0.003. God, those margins are tight. Still says 75 meters per second. So yeah, maybe not. I'll say, or maybe it just, I don't know, plopped. But I mean, am I the only one? I thought I heard the sound. Did anybody else hear the sound? Did it go plop, clank, the ignition noise or whatever? Anytime you want to fire that engine up, broski. Anytime. Anytime. There it is. Okay. 198. Can't fizz warp with hands on buttons. 3, 2, 1, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, check mark abort. Yes! Gotcha! Kill the node. 2 meters per second left in the tanks. Just angle into the sun there, buddy boy. Whew. How much we got left in here? Next to nothing. So enough to re-angle this without throwing us out of spec, then hey, cool. Checking for stable orbit, 59 days. Which means it's going to need many readjustments, probably. But hey, it's here, it's in orbit. Gotta wait for 60 days or whatever. None margin, right? Margin has been demargined. Alright, looks like you're done. Let's shut down the avionics. Shut down RCS, and let's let it roll. 2 months of this, which, God, we're not going to sit here for 2 months, but I just want to check for battery drain, which, yep, should be fine. Everything's shut down. Battery should stay well and charged. Everything else, the batteries are going to die, however. Good times, good times, good times. Should launch like 7 of these if it wasn't such a pain in the ass, just so that we can... I don't know, keep work down that time to completion. What program was this contract a part of, and why did I take it? Is there Cherchenkov detector done yet? It's got to be at 75% by now, right? What day is it? Yeah, March 18th. I guess let's just camp out up here for 2 or 3 more days. Whip. 7, 6, 5. Hey, we got something popped up on the board. Leader retired. Oh, come on. That's not what we needed. Vladimir Barman has retired. Alright, I guess we'll go take care of that right quick, but only after we check on our... Man, Deep Cosmic Girl, excellent. Our Magchenko, switch 2. Let's see if we can... I guess that's why they launched it. Yeah, that was why I launched at Dawn, was to... So I maximize, because in a lower orbit like that, you're going to spend as much time behind the Earth as you are in front of it. So why not just try to dial that in? Cherenkov detector 17. Good golly, man. Where are you? Yeah, you're close to apogee, so. Oofed. I was really hoping you'd be closer to done by now. I guess not. You're gonna just take your sweet ding-dang time. Let's go hire another leader, shall we? After this is done getting angled in, I suppose. Back to the Space Center for more hurry up and wait. Alright, and how much we got in the bank? Okay. Good amount of money. Let's, yeah, we're not doing anything at 101. Let's go ahead and also duplicate this little guy. I have a feeling... Oh gosh! Oops! Is there some tooling there I wasn't aware of? What the f was that? Admin building. Early Earth observation. Yeah, we're still waiting for that to come in, and I think that other radiometry one is a stretch goal. So, yeah, that. Of course, haven't done anything there, and that's the one we just took, so we're just letting that stuff ramp up. Okay, 25% time until crew retirement. Nice. Crew training up 5%. Also nice, but we gotta pay him more. That sucks. 10% cost of training. Good. And a speed boost. Nice. 5% recovery loss from reputation decay. That only bothers you if you kill people. 5% speed of VAB integration. Roll out, roll back. Excellent. That's useful as hell. Launch complex efficiency gain. Oh, 5%, but crews cost more to train. Alex, Officer the Destroyer, how's it going? Welcome. How are you? All right, Krantz, 10% reputation from contracts. Yeah, that's good. Rollout and then crew training. That's all right. Salaries go down. Let's go. And efficiency gain is king. You're probably right there. Crew training and speed of crew training. Integration with more than... Yeah, we don't even really use SRBs. So where was our efficiency gain? And the 5% speed to roll out and roll back. I mean, Goog is just as good as good. Yeah, I think Chris Kraft is going to be a winner. Unless anybody has an objection in the next 10 seconds, which by the time you hear me saying that, 10 seconds will have elapsed. Ding, time's up. Yeah, I think we're going to go Chris Kraft, just because... Integration, rollout, and rollback, efficiency gain. that benefits everything everywhere. Launch complex efficiency gain across the board. Great. And a 5% fund for crew training increase isn't the worst thing ever, but it does suck, but I think we'll claw that back. So, Chris Kraft, you've been appointed. Yes. Cha-ching. All done in here. Leave facility. And what are we waiting until? April 4th, 64. I think that's our next launch to roll out. That one won't be done till April 15th, which... Let's check our active contracts. Running that one. Gravimetric satellite. Yeah, that's the one we just took for basically a 300 Duzima. What's it? And what do we have available? Follow-on radiometry. I mean, technically we could just relaunch that. How do we not have any Tundra? That's interesting. Yeah, well, whatever. And 2+ crew, 2+, and 3 crew, and first rendezvous. And improved Earth imaging. Below 450, so circular orbit between 70 and 100 degrees at somewhere below 445 kilometers with an improved film camera. This one we could pretty easily knock out, and it might be worth it, but it comes at the cost of not being able to kill the program to which it is associated. So I don't think we'll be taking any more of those contracts currently. Yeah, I guess the next thing to do is just wait for our Luna lander to come back up. E3 is dead. I'm glad they finally realized it. E3 just hasn't really known that it's been dead for about the last decade, but it's neither here nor there. Oh, and we do need to start worrying about upgrading the astronaut complex, but we just do not have the money to pull that off. Even with nothing being rolled out, nothing being done at the moment, our daily income is 780, and this will cost a daily expenditure of 1224. That sucks. Alright. Oh, contract complete, program complete. Yay! Hey, look at that. Program complete. Cherenkov detection beyond LEO has wrapped itself up. Fantastic. Still can't kill the program because we've got that other contract out there. Yeah, the gravimetric satellite, which is going to take at least 2 months to figure itself out. Wonder why that one's still in there. Didn't we just clear that contract out? So, excellent. Luna lander's ready to go. Do we have enough money to roll it out? Yeah, we'll see. 905. Yeah, we're good. Roll it. And this one should actually make it to the moon. Big win! I'll say we got a couple in the W column today. I'm pretty happy about that. All right, 9 April 1964. Let's go try to soft land on the moon before I have to call it a day. So expect a lot of fizz warp through this game moment. Yeah, super anticlimactic. Oh hey, you have a new message. We're done here. Thank you. But that last year funding on that program, it's not so bad. So I think we can wait the 2 months for the radiation thing. Gamer moment, completely different. The context there is entirely different. All right, Hoodalali. Let's pull out scent guidance, and I'm going to predict right now that Agathorn is going to bite this one in the butt before TLI. Set as target, 200 kilometer insertion is good enough. Actually, let's bump that to 250. Give us a little bit of break on the transfer burn. Launch into plane of target and engage autopilot. Pow. Autocorrect is annoying. All the history of all the autocorrect, it has been many things, but it has never not been annoying. Facts. Alright, 30 seconds to lift off. Yeah, the other thing, it's Molnia, not Malinia. And before I got, yeah, I should learn how to read. Molnia, Molnia. Aren't you up to the unfailable RD108 and RD0109 configs? Not unfailable. Had to get some data, but they're doing much, much better. I've not upgraded this booster. Alright. All 5 engines running. Whoop. Clamps. Clamps have clamped. We are skyward bound. Molnia. Molnia. I'll say, SimG tried to coach me on my saying of Russian words. Like, the emphasis is like first or second syllable, and the rest are neutral, which is very different from English. 59 onwards are pretty much unfailable. Let me check my config real quick. Did I upgrade these? Configuration. Oh yeah, no, these are the 1958s. So logic here would extend to, yeah, this is the 1958 config. Oof, big. Hey, it works. But yeah, we are using the 0109s now. And we've got some data on them, so they should be pretty stout. Well, we did have some problems. Really not have the tech? Oh, I do. I think we've just unlocked 1960 orbital rocketry. If I remember correctly, let's check our research. Let me put this in front of everything. So yeah, this is all of a 1961 is down here. So yeah, we've got up to 1960 orbital rocketry unlocked. I just haven't done the process of upgrading stuff. You can play Half-Life. Oh man, you dummy. I know, I'm so sorry. See, what happened was, what's the current mission? We're lunar lander attempt for the day number 2. Attempt for the career number like 3 or 4. You see, what happened was, Simav, is that I was going to upgrade this this orbital insertion stage, the one that's got the twin 0109s on it. I was going to switch them out, and I was kind of debating, do I want to do the X405H because it's hilarious, or do I want to do the RD0110 because it's just so much better? So I didn't want to go through and update, you know, stage 0, stage 1, the core and the boosters, until I figured out what I was going to do with this upper stage, because I don't want to have to redo it twice, basically, even though redoing the bottom ones would be like right click, engine, done, and then anyway. These top tanks here cross feed into the core, like we're not pulling fuel from the core yet. The core 108 is being fed from these cap tanks, and so I'd have to like resize those and get some of their stuff figured out, and any resizing of those means I have to redo some of my, you know, structural work, and that's a big pain in the dick. And so while I have started trying to make a decision on the orbital insertion stage, I put off any decisions for down here until I figured that part out, which I have not done yet, or I keep meaning to do, but keep getting distracted. Or like this week I had finals. I think that's a worthwhile excuse as to why it didn't get done. Maybe by next week I will have done it, but this booster is already more than enough for what we need it to do right now. Now when we start doing interplanetary probes, and maybe when, like, even if we stuck a Gemini on top of this thing, it's still way overqualified for that job, even in its current form. And so, like, in some regard, there's just no real reason to upgrade it yet, other than I'm just a dummy. And a cheap one at that. Because upgrades cost money. And I don't have any. Alright, Fizz Warp engaged, boosters are away, core has 2 minutes left to burn before stagemening. Spyware says you upgraded the 107. The unupgraded 107-108 hasn't bitten me yet. Really? No, I swear I've had a booster failure on the first few iterations of this, but I guess maybe I haven't had a failure since we upgraded them to the 1959s from their original tech, maybe. And remind me before I close out the stream, if I have time, to post the next update for that, or push my changes or whatever. Post the doohickey on the thing. You didn't have that tech at that point either. Yeah, fair enough. So what you're telling me is that Agathorn has yet to bite this core stage before separation, and so in the next 15 seconds, that is exactly what is going to happen. Leave me alone, Senev. I need this, man. Alright, coming up on core stage separation. Ignition, good light on both the 0109s. A little bit of deviation here. What's happening with that? Y'all gonna bring this back around? Perhaps a fish? Alright. Yep, wrestled it back in. Gimbals have gimbaled. Killed your first R7 earlier tonight. Taking Cosmos Agathorn Tet. Thank you, Nova. Thank you, thank you. Alright, twin 109s are running, performing admirably. If they can make it all the way through this burn and get us to orbit, then hopefully our remaining 0109 will get us all the way to the moon. Maybe, maybe. Yeah, I'll say, if anything, Agathorn owes me a soda and a sandwich and an explanation. Alright, minute 56 left to go for EFT SEP. Oh man, I hate that I've only got, like, I'm on the way to doing something interesting, but I've only got 20 minutes before I absolutely have to shut down the stream. I've got things that need tending to tonight, so I unfortunately probably cannot run long. And that sucks. Alright, 45 seconds to EFT, and we're going to have to pop out a Fizz Warp just to make sure we don't clip something on the way out. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Fizz Warp, 1, Tunk, EFT, clearing away, back to Fizz Warp. Ooh, that big red text that popped up there made me skip a beat there. I thought we'd lost something, but looks like we're still going. We're still go for orbital insertion. Yeah, margin's still looking good. About minute 30 seconds to go. Come on, sweetie, you can do it. While I'm thinking about stuff, stopped. I don't want y'all accidentally doing science when you're not supposed to, chewing up my batteries. Moon's behind us, so it looks like we're definitely going to have to take a lap on this one, which means boil off, but margins. We should have plenty of that. Our Fizz Warp has been disabled for me, coming in the last few bits here. Oh, engine shutdown. Sweet. And we are in orbit. Okay, and RCS to arm. Ascent guidance, you can go away. We do not stage it. Pull us out. Create node to transfer to another target at the optimum time. That's good. Create node. 42 minutes, so not quite. Alright, execute next node. Well, let's get a move on here. Papa ain't got a whole lot of time. Yeah, can we get to the moon and try to land in 15 minutes? The answer is probably not. So I may have to leave y'all on a cliffhanger. I'm trying really, really, really hard not to, but at this point, really, it kind of just is what it is. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's see how much that transfer stage moves the F out of the way. No comms, so I can't manually adjust this. We're just gonna see what happens. I'm hoping that we're still moving faster than it, so it will drop below us, and we won't have to worry about it too much. Yeah, you gonna hit the time warp button? There you go, thank you. Yep, there it goes. Off below, but it's gonna... okay. That does not look like it's in our flight path. It is considerably below us, so I'm just going to sit here and assume that everything is going to be fine and we are not going to pile into our orbital insertion stage at all. Ignition, good light on the O105, into Fizz Warp, let's go. Whoosh, there it goes, swinging off. I should have kept my eye out for that, but did not, and hey, look at that. Our transfer is perfectly aligned into the sun. That's pretty dang cool. Save us a lot of time on angling into the sun or something. Probably. I don't know. Who cares? Yeah, I got 15 minutes. One more minute till EFT jettison. I will have to pop out of Fizz Warp for that to make sure they don't go knocking us all over the place. Seconds. At least make those balloon tanks look like actual balloons. And we put like a little nubby on the bottom. A little tie-off. I will do that just for you, Simev. Just like a little cone tank right at the bottom where, you know, to make it look like where the balloon's tied off. I can do that for you. Alright, 900 meters per second left to go on this burn. Again, should be well within margin. We hope. And we'll dial it in, we'll separate off, we'll put this on. I'm not even going to worry about pushing that thing into the moon. We're just going to do what needs to be done at the bare minimum so that I can try to get this done. And maybe get soft touchdown exactly 13 minutes from now. Perhaps-ish. Okay, good. We have good comms. We're coming up on TLI shutdown. There it is. Abort node execution and kill rotation, please. Where did we buy? Focus view. Yeah, looking pretty good. Let's just back it up just a little bit. A lot of it, perhaps. Yeah, it looks like coming in over here puts us in daylight, probably. We'll aim back here and then separate, and hopefully we'll end up there-ish, perhaps. Come on, sweetie, you can do it. Come on, come on, come on. 12 minutes. What can we do in 12 minutes? We did try to dial down the decoupler, so I'm hoping it won't nudge us quite as hard. We'll still aim just a bit past the terminator, like so, and then drop all this into a stage, make sure throttle is zeroed, and stage it. And stage it. Whoa. What? Okay, I guess just correcting for something. Yeah, and we can't really back it up. So, advanced, sun, down, execute. We're just going to go where we go. Fine. Peg the throttle. Shut it down. There we go. And yeah, you're not going to run into us, but you might go past us. Are we good? Oh, wait, are your avionics turned on? No. Oh, are you dumb? You're dumb. Sorry about that, y'all. Looks like we accidentally cheated all stream. Alright, but solar panels are looking good. We are angled in. And we are charging? No, well, we're not draining battery like crazy, so let's just get her done, shall we? Yep. Ding. Go ahead and kick on. Oh, those avionics are on, and RCS is on. We're good to go. Let's get this done, please. Come on. Taking a quick save, that'd be fun too, right? Hey, infrared radiometry, Earth space low shores transmitted. Excellent. I kind of like when we just get science for just getting science. Batteries fully charged, and we made it to the moon. Hooray! Okay, y'all. Here comes the funness. Well, the stress. Here comes the stress. And we are landing with clear LOS to Earth, which means we have comms, and that's a big part of this not sucking. Let's get in. Okay. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. Can we do this in 9 minutes? 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Bringing out a fizz warp. Let's go. Avionics are active. Orbit. Nope. Surface. Surface velocity negative. Get this dialed in. Not you. You. Activate avionics. Time to do work. Take another quick save. In case this F's up, and I'm going to F9, and we're going to try it again until we get it right. No, we're not. We're going to take our punishment as Agathorn deems necessary. Okay, so we're looking for -7. The spool up time on this engine is... no, it's mean time before failure. Effective spool up time 1.39 seconds. So I'm going to try to light the engine at -5 with ullage and hope that it's good enough, right? Quick save taken. Okay. Less than 1 minute. There's the moon. All right. Ullage, 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 ullage. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5 ignition. And good light on the gamma. A little more ullage. Come on, sweetie, you can do it. Come on, come on, come on. -2. Oh, buddy. Switch to radar. Oh, gosh. -1, -1.3. Come on. 1,300 meters per second. Suicide burn countdown is zeroed. Come on. Come on. Stop, 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 stop. Oh, we came to a stop, and then, man, that ejection is something. Wow, I should have just hit X instead of hitting stage. Holy shnikes. We're going up at 90 meters per second. Wow. Okay, looks like we had the timing almost correct. Holy shit. Oops. Alright. Oh, suicide burn countdown happened and I walked right past it like an absolute moron. Did I just screw this up? Yep. 300 meters at 50 meters per second. This is gonna suck. This whole thing was screwed up. To be real honest with you. And splat. Well, swear one day I'm gonna kill the stupid strong decouplers, please. Please. I had to allow that message. Let's turn this off and let's roll down the hill. Hey, that's a soft landing if I ever saw one. No, Twitch, that's not what I meant. Come on, just tell me that the antenna isn't broken. Yep, no, face down the hill. It gives us IE flight gravity knife. Come on, tip it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. I think you could have saved it in that case if you'd gone straight vertical instead of retrograde. Yeah, probably. I mean, fuel was not the problem this time. This time it was, well, I mean, stupid, but... yeah, not enough thrust to really oomph this thing over, unfortunately. But hey, we're on the moon, we're radioing stuff in. I really kind of want to redo that into a much better soft landing because I know we can. We had the timing right. I just had to kill the throttle and let it fall and pick up some speed and then decouple, and we could have been just like 10 or 15 meters a second away from a legitimate successful soft landing. Like, in all honesty. And I think I'm going to F9, and that's where we're going to pick up next week and to try to do this again somewhat legitimately. But we've got comms with Earth. We are running science. We've got a full battery. Bing. And there it is. Contract complete. First lunar landing. Uncrewed. 250 applicants. Fuck you. I can't pay these assholes. Kick them out. Send them back. No. No, no, no. Right. Alright, y'all. 3 minutes to spare. Speed running the shittiest lunar landing ever. Awesome. Alright, y'all. I'm probably going to F9 this and we're going to pick it up from that next week. Because I want to try this again. I know we can do it better. I know we can do it legitimately. Ish. Legitimate-ish. So, alright, y'all. I don't think I have time really to run the outro. I am going to find someone to raid, and we're just gonna do that. Yep, Dunbaratu's playing KSP. Let's go say what's up to him. So, alright, y'all, that's gonna do it for me, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. And I will see all of you in the next one. So, until then, see you later. You gonna say bye?
Bye.
Good job.